The dragon scale mint is giving me a new leaf already. This one is like bulging out of the pot. Jeez. It's gonna have to be 14, isn't it? Oh my word, Jacqueline, get to the damn point already. That's Mitch started his new company. What do I do? It's not practical, you know? Oh my word, it is amazing. Are you having a wiggle, my girl? That's creepy. That's really creepy. Okay, that's why. Hi guys. Sorry about the wait here. In today's video, I have an unboxing for you. Now, I did that unboxing about a week ago, so I filmed. I hardly had a voice, but I did film it. But after I did the unboxing, I realized that I did not put my mic on. Yeah, I was sick. So I'll just do a voiceover for that, but I just wanted to pop on and say what today's video is going to be. So I'm going to show you the footage of where I unbox it, and then afterwards we're going to take care of the plants because I've had them for about a week now and they look great, they're doing great. And I just want to take care of them and put them in their new homes and get them out of the prop boxes because I've got prop boxes everywhere and it's starting to irritate me. So I hope that you enjoy the unboxing footage. Maybe it was a good thing that I forgot to put my mic on because I like hardly had. It was the day before I completely lost my voice. So yeah, I hope you enjoy that footage. Hi guys, I, like the idiot that I am, forgot to check that my mic was actually on properly. But anyway, it might have been godsend because my voice was so incredibly croaky. There is a short little bit right at the end where I talk, and even that little bit irritated me. So voiceover Jacqueline here. But yeah, this is the first time that I had ordered from Harmony Plants. I've bought plants from them before, but that was at the last two My Botanicas that I went to. Look at this stunner. The Anthurium villenaorum across the waroqueanum dark form. So stunning. It's not super dark, but it's still beautiful. And I mean, all of these plants I got at a really good price. I think for this one, I only paid 14 euros. I honestly don't even remember, but I remember being like, wow, I was not planning on buying anything after My Botanica, but these just absolutely blew me away. And there are some plants in this haul that I was thinking about getting while I was there, but they were actually cheaper online now in the after sale. I did get another Anthurium Delta Force. We already have one, but that one is honestly being beaten up by thrips in Mitch's cabinet. He's really struggling with them in there. Even with the beneficial bugs, it's quite bad. So I was able to get this little one. I remember that this one was only 14 euros, which is not a lot of money for a Delta Force, and it's the same size as the first one that we got. Packaging from Harmony Plants was amazing. I was so incredibly impressed with the floof, like the cardboard, just everything was packaged so nicely. Here I'm saying that this is actually one of the main reasons I placed this order was for a Monstera mint. They were selling them for, I think it was 30 or was it 29? Yeah, 30 euros basically, which is nothing for a Monstera mint. It really isn't. The cheapest that I've ever seen one, even at the markets, and markets they usually are priced down, is above the 60 euros. So I was very surprised to find one for 30 euros. I mean, it was a huge sale. I also got another Anthurium regale. I got a plug at the last My Botanica, and that was only 5 euros. This one was only 6 euros. But I'd heard from so many of you guys that the regale is a difficult one, so I wanted to have a backup. And this one actually looks very different to my one. My one looks a lot darker, so I am excited to watch them grow and see how they develop. There was a new little leaf there, so that did make me a bit nervous, but so far it's doing really well and there's no damage, so that's good. And then next up, this one was one that I was so incredibly excited about. I was eyeing up this plant at My Botanica in Hum the last time, and I really regret not getting one. So when I saw that they were selling them for only 15 euros on their website, I was like, wow, I'm happy that I waited. At the same time, shipping was very expensive. It was 20 euros, which was the most that I'd ever spent on shipping. So yeah, that did kind of suck, but I got some stunning plants in this haul, so I'm really not mad about it. I'm really impressed with like the customer service as well, because I actually ordered a Nanth plant. I only unboxed 8 with you guys, and while I started editing, I realized, wait a minute, I ordered 9 plants, not 8. I ordered a Anthurium villenaorum cross with a Bessier hybrid. So yeah, that one unfortunately wasn't with the order. It was so busy after the My Botanica sale that, you know, they were obviously rushing to get all the orders out, and they did miss that one. But they did give me a complete refund, and I had it back in my account like the next day. They were very, very nice about it, very apologetic as well. So, but you know, it can happen. You know, I'm completely, I understand. I understand when it comes to a big sale like that, especially from My Botanica. You know, they were doing amazing deals. This Jose Bueno is also actually a backup for the one that I rescued about 2 months ago. It still hasn't given me any foliage, and I really do miss the foliage it had. I mean, it was big, it was quite a mature one, but again, it was a rehab. So, but I realized how much I wanted that plant. So I thought, okay, only 6 euros for a plug, I'm gonna get a backup. A lot of these plants are backups for plants that I already have, but I'm very lucky with my spider fauna plant stand that I can put them in there, and that they, you know, I know that they will thrive in there. This is another one that I want to give a second try. However, this is the narrow form. So we have the regular veitchii that I gave to Mitch, and actually, funny enough, in his care, it's doing really well. So the issue was definitely just me. You know, it can happen. It seems to thrive in the way that he's taking care of it. But this is the narrow form, and I wanted to try one from a plug, and it looks really, really good. And this is also, I mean, most plants are tissue culture now these days. I'm not 100% sure if it is, but this one does look tissue culture. And it's very, very pretty. It seems to be doing very well. It's got beautiful, healthy roots. So yeah, keep your fingers crossed for me on that one. This one really surprised me. So I had always wanted a Fort Sherman hybrid. I don't know what B stock means. It obviously means something very personal to them, maybe from seedlings from their own batches or something. I've no idea. But I just wanted a Fort Sherman, even if it was a hybrid or whatever. I just wanted that. And every single time I come across one, it is so expensive. I only paid 20 euros for this one. And even with the shipping being so expensive, I know, I still think that's a really good deal. So yeah, I was blown away. I could not believe that it was already this big. I was expecting like a miniature version. I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell from the pictures. It usually is, like when you see pictures of plants. I do believe this one was in the picture, because they do also use exact pictures sometimes with certain plants. But yeah, I was so impressed by this one. The red veining, the dark leaves. It doesn't really show up how dark it is. Oh, and this is where I realized I did not switch on my mic. Okay guys, I just realized I was not even recording. Maybe I am getting sick. I don't know. Anyway, I'll do voiceover, but well, I'm still recording myself unboxing it, so I can still include that, but oh, that's so annoying. Oh, yeah, anyway, I sound like this. I'm not sick. I filmed my Hoya collection video yesterday, and it made me lose my voice. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed that video, because it made me lose my voice. But anyway, I was saying that I'm going to add onto this video. I'm just going to put them in a tote now and let them acclimate for about a week or so. And then I'll take them out and we can do something with them together when I have my voice back. But yeah, I just wanted to film the unboxing portion. But beautiful, beautiful plants. Really, really impressed, especially with the packaging. Wow. But yeah, you guys will see me in a second. Alrighty. So they've been living underneath a SANSI 34 watt grow bulb, like on the floor heating's on, so it is also nice and warm in here for them. But this is something that I've been doing a lot more frequently with my new plants that I bring in, is I just stick them in a prop box and I don't have to worry about them. Whereas before I would just put them on this kitchen island here, and I don't have the time to do an unboxing and to take care of them at the same time. Plus, I also think it's like a nice thing for them just to acclimate and kind of decompress after going through the stress of packing and shipping and, you know, the whole thing, and also having to get used to, you know, a new home. So, and I also find that plants, oh, there's fungus gnats in here, that plants just have a better time adjusting, especially the alocasia, like new alocasia that I've brought in, but it's just also really easy and it just works for the situation that I'm in. So I mean, you guys would have seen them in the unboxing, but I'm going to take them out and I'm going to show you. Like this one, this was the Fort Sherman. This one was kind of in like a different position, sort of. But now you can like appreciate it a little bit more. Was it bent? There's actually a root coming out here, so I do need to do something with it. But I just want to get it in like the mix that I know, and get them in their forever homes. The dragon scale mint is giving me a new leaf already. I mean, yeah, okay, these are ideal conditions. They are ideal. And preferably I would not want to fiddle with that. Maybe I'll repot them and I'll put them back in here. I don't know. I'll see how I feel by the end after I've, you know, once I look at the root system and I can really assess the plant properly, because I literally just unboxed them and straight away put them in here. So I had a good look at them, but I didn't really, you know, like, I don't know, I feel like I didn't get a good look at them. I feel like once you see the roots, then you can really grasp if it's, I don't see any roots at the bottom of this one. You can really grasp like how well it's doing. But yeah, the dragon scale mint is giving me a new leaf there. That's so exciting. What is this? The Monstera mint. Oh, I just noticed I bought 2 minty things. And he just realized that. Also doing very well, no like signs of new growth, but again, it's only been a week. I mainly just wanted to wait to give them a breather and also so that my voice could come back. But yeah, the mint is still looking the same. I'm messing everywhere. Lexi, what are you doing? I can hear you eating something. This one, I did have to water this one because this one was very, very dry. So I did have to go ahead and water this one, but this one is like bulging out of the pot. This is the villenaorum hybrid, but yeah, a very, very pretty one. It's not dropped any leaves. It's actually funny, Mitch's villenaorum is giving him a new leaf now, but I wanted to give like a hybrid a go. And then the rest are all of the plugs. So yeah, I definitely need, because I had so many plugs, usually I would wait about 2 weeks. It also just depends on like, you know, schedules of everything. But because there's like 4 plugs in here, I do need to do something. And that's also a good thing of putting them in a prop box, is they'll hold humidity, but you know, they need a little bit more. So yeah, I just put them in jars. Here is the Delta Force. The first Delta Force that we have is actually giving him a new leaf, but it got beaten up by thrips really, really bad. This is the Jose Bueno, and it's actually giving us a new leaf, but I'm not really surprised at that because the Jose Bueno is such a hardy one. My one that I rescued is actually, it's going to give me a new leaf. It's just really taking its time. It's really taking its time. This is a regale, but I have a second one. Maybe I'll do them at the same time. But my plants that I got at my Botanica in Hum, that one is very, very dark. I mean, yeah, they can look slightly different. This one, the new leaf hasn't seemed to have like shocked or anything, but it does look slightly different to the other one that I bought. I mean, yeah, I wasn't able to choose these. But there's that one. And then the veitchii, this is the veitchii narrow form. The new leaf, I do see like a little bit of like spots, but the root system on this one is crazy. But yeah, that's the veitchii, and it's giving a new leaf there. Come on, focus on the plant. It's got amazing roots, amazing roots. So I'm going to put this to the side. Maybe I'll put them back in there. I don't know. I have, like I said, I have a lot of plants. I'm actually thinking about starting like a plant chores video. I don't know. But I have another 2 prop boxes that I can actually take care of now. And I can, you know, give those plants their homes instead of just sticking them in the prop box. So I do need to get on to doing that. So I don't know. I don't know if I should do like a plant chores video because it's been a really long time since I've done that. Like even this, just repotting with you guys, I feel like that's been such a long time, but I have a lot to repot. And I've also got new, well, they're not really, they're cuttings. I've got 4 Hoya that are on the way. They've been shipped now. By the time you guys see this video, I would have already had them, but they're cuttings. So that's different. You know, I just stick them in water but I can still also stick them in a prop box. But they're Hoyas. They're also very, very small. I think all of them only have like 2 leaves, so I can just stick them into like a small little prop box and put them on the shelf there with my Hoyas. That is the nice thing about Hoyas, is they are quite small. Anthuriums do take up a little bit more room. So, oh my word, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 plants. I didn't realize I got so many. The thing is, they're plugs. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm going to go and get my stuff. Because it's way too cold, and I'm wearing Naraya's new t-shirt. I absolutely love it with her logo on here. It's such a nice t-shirt. I have put long sleeve on underneath because it is a bit chilly, and I've noticed that ever since I've cut my hair, I get colder a lot quicker, you know, with longer. So I had a little bit of like a scarf thing going on here with my hair. Anyway, I need to get arrowroot mix, which is perfect because I just got a new batch of arrowroot mix. Yeah, arrowroot mix, potting mat. I also got a new potting mat. Oh, it's the first time I can use it. And pots. Yeah, that's everything I need to get. I might as well change my battery while we're at it because I can. Maybe I'll leave it running and see how long it takes. But it's on the last bar. I'm going to go get my stuff. Oh, this one is very sturdy. Jeez. Definitely better quality than the one I had. I got a second one because I've made a prop mix to use for my propagations and plants that I trade or sell. Oh, my camera's going to die now. I left that upstairs and I kept on making a mess. So I thought, okay, I need a potting mat for upstairs. So I've just left my green one and I've gotten this one. It's very pretty. Okay, so I've got my arrowroot mix. There's a lot of tree fern fiber in it. You see? It's very nice. Chunky, airy, from Plant Scraper. And then I've got some, like these tower pots. And I have 2 like teeny tiny ones, but I don't know if I'm gonna, I don't know. I don't think I'll use those teeny tiny ones because Monstera, Anthurium, Philodendron, maybe Alocasia, maybe. They don't need a pot like that. And then I also have these pots, which are also these are my favorite pots. So I would preferably like to put them in here. But obviously these are a lot, well, they're not that much bigger, but still. You know what? I'm just gonna do this. Okay, let's do that. So let's have a look at each and every single one. I'm going to do the Alocasia first. Oh, I've done something to my hand. I don't know what I've done, but it's actually also swollen in the middle. I don't know if you can see, but like doing this hurts. Any type of movement, it just really hurts. I don't know what I've done to it. Oh dear. Yeah, see, this doesn't have an amazing root system. That mix does look very good though. I could actually keep it in there, to be honest. Maybe I should. I do have clear pots that are this size because it does look like a very nice mix. So here is the root system. I haven't got my glasses on, so I hope it's focusing, but I'll zoom in. It's not amazing. I'm going to go see if I've still got some of those clear pots, because I do just want to have it in a clear pot, because watering wise, I need clear pots. Okay, cool. I do still have quite a couple of these. This was actually, I bought these by accident. I was supposed to buy the 7 centimeter ones, and I ended up buying the, what are these? Are these the 6 ones or the 5 ones? I have no idea. But I'm going to reuse that because it does look very nice, and it does look like a very nice mix. It's nothing compared to what you get when you buy miniature plants in a garden centre. And just plop it in there. Actually, I could. It's coming apart. There are some really big. Oh wait, I do want to check if there's a plug. No, there's not. There's not. There's some really thick pieces here. Break them apart. You know what? I'm just going to mix it in here. It looks very healthy, but this is falling apart very easily. Yeah. I'm just going to take off what I can. That was not the plan. Do that. I'm not going to mess with it. Put that. Put that back in the mix because it looks really good. Oh, I love the look of tree fern fiber. I think it's so cool. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Yes, you can. Okay. Stick that back in there. And just fill it up like a little bit. I don't want to mess too much with the alocasia because what did I recently do with you guys and it's gone downhill again? I was thinking this last night. What was it? Oh yes, oh my word. What is this, like my 5th attempt or is it my 6th attempt? I have no idea. The Friedic. The variegated Mitchelletiana is just, I don't know. I don't know. I repotted it with you guys and it's just gone downhill again. I've got one more leaf. I'm actually surprised it's still hanging on to that leaf. But it's just, it's, oh. I keep on saying this. I keep on saying I think that's it. I think I'm done. But it's just such a stunning one. Okay, I can see roots there, so that does look good. I'm not going to compress it too much. But it's in a clear pot. That's what I like. You can see some little roots. So yeah, that's that one. Oh, why am I so shaky? I think it's my hand. It just really hurts. All right. I want to do this one. Wait, shall I do this one? I hope it's not focusing on the Anthurium. I don't know. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see that far. Let's do the Monstera. Oh dear. Okay. That was obviously very, very recently potted up because that's just fallen off. I think they literally potted this up right before they shipped it. Which is okay because it's a Monstera and I'm not worried about it. I think I placed this order specifically for this because the Monstera mint has been quite an expensive one. I've never seen one under the 60 euros and I was able to get this one for 30. So I was expecting a baby one. I actually wasn't expecting a big pot like this. I was expecting this. But I think they had just potted this up, but no roots have fallen off. It looks really good. So yeah, that's the root system. Not amazing, but again, it's a Monstera, so I'm really not Feels like they just clean the leaves. They feel very like smooth. All right. What should I do for this? It's not very big, is it? But it's a Monstera. Oh, these pots are all wet because I just had to give them a clean. Should I do this? I would preferably like this though. Now, you know what? I'm going to do this. It's a Monstera. It's fine. And this looks really good as well. I'm just going to add this to the bin. I usually wouldn't do that, but whenever I buy plants from, I don't want to say smaller shops because Harmony Plant, I don't really feel like that's a small shop. But I don't know. I just feel like the plants that they're in, the mix is very, it like blends into the new Aroid mix that I have here right away. That's definitely fresh. Like the way that came off the Monstera, definitely fresh. So, I'm going to mix that in a little bit. See, you can't even tell. Oh, I found that it also smells so much nicer as well if there's tree fern fiber added to it. Yeah, so I've got those. I'm going to do this pot for the Monstera. Yeah, I remember, I think, was it the last time I did a repot, I said that I got the wrong mix. Because you have, on Plant Scraper, you have the Aroid Premium mix, and then you have the, is it the Supreme mix? I think that's what it is. And I got the Premium mix, but the Premium mix doesn't have, I think it doesn't have tree fern in it. This looks like overkill. It probably is, but... It's also, it's getting quite cold. I think the other night it went down to 5 degrees. So yeah, and we just had last weekend the clocks changed. So it's already, my kids are actually having a bit of a hard time with, they're going through a phase, well, Matteo's going through a phase where he's scared of the dark. And yesterday I went to my mom's to let Mitch work a little bit in the afternoon because I only had to work half a day yesterday. And when we went home, we left at like 6 o'clock, but it was already dark and they were scared. Anyway, what was my point? Yeah, it's just, I feel like we're in the thick of autumn now, I feel like. It's definitely very autumn weather. I love breaking these cocoa husk chunks up. Yeah, we're definitely in the thick of it, but I don't know, it's getting a lot colder, like a lot colder. Okay, it does feel a little bit wobbly in there. Maybe get a piece of bark or something. Here we go, that's better. All right, so that is the, come on, focus on the plant. The Monstera mint. I might as well do this one here. Yeah, it's just getting a lot colder. I forgot what my point was. What was my point? I'm all weird. Check that. That's amazing. I think this root might have died off though. Yeah, yeah, that came off very easily. Is that still alive? Yeah, okay, that's fine now. Just cut that little piece off. I'm just going to take these. Oh, look at that aerial root there. Oh, yay. Little bit of sun, please. Yeah, there's just 2 leaves at the bottom here, but it looks like a snail is how to go with that. Could be. I'm in the greenhouse, but the other leaves look really good. Ooh! Check at that chunky piece. That's like a full-on... Wow. That is a thick piece. Stick it back in there. I don't really have to break up the roots. But maybe I do need to put it in a pot. But now I'm thinking maybe I should put that one in a bigger pot. It's got more roots than I thought it would. I just want to check that's definitely not in a plug. But I don't think it will. It's also wrapped itself around the pot here. Oh, that was my point. I remember now. Yeah, I want to repot them now and put them in a pot that I don't have to repot them again in like a month or two. Because one thing I do notice, well, there are a couple of roots coming off here. One thing I do notice is that in my home, specifically in the winter, my plants don't really go through a dormancy period. Well, not even dormancy period, just like a period where they kind of slow down. They don't really experience that. And that is purely because of the conditions that I have in my home. I have humidifier. I also have floor heating, and I find that that really does make a difference. Having floor heating. Oh, shame, Lexi's having a bad dream. Because like now it is so incredibly warm here. Already thinking about taking my long sleeve thing off because it's warm in here. And with the heating on, it's just, yeah, sometimes it can get really warm in here, especially when the heating's on and the sun is out. Then in the afternoon, the south-facing window, it becomes like an oven in here. It gets really, really warm. I'm just going to take away some of the bits of root, but there wasn't a lot. No, there wasn't a lot. Okay. I'm not going to do more than that. But yeah, it gets so warm here, the plants just thrive. And it's actually funny, I've noticed that my alocasia, then again, that could also just be timing with the fact that I've put them in a new spot and they're happier in that spot. But they've really been kicking off. Yeah, I just want to put the plants that I have, oh my way, Jacqueline, get to the damn point already. Put them in a pot where I know I will not have to repot them again, even in thriving conditions, until March. Because I don't really stick to the, like they say that with fertilizing as well, like dilute the fertilizer in the colder seasons because they grow a lot slower. But in my situation, in my home, that's not the case. They still carry on growing at the same rate. Okay. It's definitely going to have to go in a bigger pot. Okay, that's not going to work. So I'm going to have to go the one size up. What is this? This is 10 centimeters. 12 centimeters or 14 maybe? I'm going to go and have a look. Okay, I've got 12 and 14 here. It's going to have to be 14, isn't it? That's going to be like, what, 2 months? And I'm going to have to repot it? Okay. But yeah, I want to be more conscious when it comes to my repotting because I feel like a lot has changed, like in the last year. When it comes to, I would have put plants like a lot quicker in small pots. Like I would have put that in the other one and been like, oh, I'll just repot it, you know, when it really needs it. But I'm trying to like think, especially now also with Mitch having started his new company, I will eventually also, I would also like to get to a point where I also help him with that, specifically with the social media. But like right now, I don't have the time for that. Like I can't help him with that because I have YouTube. I also have my social medias. I work. It's just not, you know, it's not possible. But I would like to help him in that. So I'm trying to make more conscious decisions when it comes to repotting my plants. One thing I have also changed though is like with my Hoya, I used to put them in bigger pots, but then the result of that is that it would take them longer to, just trying to get it, oh, okay. It would take them longer to adjust to the bigger pot, and I would eventually get very, very frustrated that it just wasn't growing because it was obviously still adjusting to, I mean, Hoyas, they can, in my case, they're quite fast, but okay, see what I can do here is I can still lift it up later on. I forgot what I was saying. See, it's been a while. I've had to like take breaks because of, it's actually been a while since I've filmed because of the whole losing my voice thing. Anyway, my point is I'm just trying to be more conscious with that. And now with this one, I've created it so that I can still lift it out a little bit, you know? So I can still see roots though. Roots were very, very healthy. But yeah, that's in there. I think that's a good call. I will also water these when I'm done. Ah, my hand really hurts. Okay, let's first do all the ones that are in pots. But anyway, I might as well talk a little bit more about, in one of my last videos, I mentioned that Mitch started his new company, which is called Veitchii. I already said that, yeah, it's just a combination of Matteo's name, our kids' names, just Matteo and Maya. So it's called Veitchii. And he's working I think today is the first time he's taking a little bit of a break because it's also holidays. Okay, this mix is a little bit fun. This was definitely the mix that they had the seedling in, so I think it's been in here for a while. But yeah, he's working on his website on the company for a while, continuously actually. He just yesterday, I don't know if I could mention this already. Well, you can already see it on the website, but he's launched not only skincare products, but also body products, like for your hair, for your body, like body wash and stuff like that. And I think also later on he's going to do a line that's for men's. Yeah, men as well. Also, I know that a lot of you guys are from the States. I think I had a look at my analytics last night and about 45% of you guys are from the States. But there is a distributing center in the States as well. So we're still working on that because there's a lot of rules when it comes to the States. A lot more finicky, and oh yeah, this is very fun. Oh, this is actually very nice, but it's very compact. There's that. I think I will add that to my prop mix upstairs because that is very nice. But yeah, we will also be selling in the States. The UK is a little bit of a different story. Again, because of Brexit and all of that, it makes it a little bit more difficult, but we're working on it. Well, Mitch is working on it. But it's definitely something, we want to take into consideration because I would like to use my YouTube channel to, also get the word out. And I also use the products, and I have to say, I am very, very picky with skin care. I have tried so many different products over the years. I actually used to have severe acne. I wish I kept photos, but it was so bad that I deleted all the photos. But I had it so bad. It was on my back, it was on my chest, it was on my arms, it was on my face. If you zoom into my face, you can see all of the scars from it. I really, really pay attention to my skincare to make sure that I take care of my skin because I had such bad skin in high school. Oh my word. Should I also put it in a big pot like that? They're all knotted. Okay, short story break. What should I do? It's definitely not as... No, I'm going to put it in this pot. What do I do? I wish you guys could... I should do a live repot. You guys could tell me what to do. I'm so indecisive when it comes to stuff like this. I need to put it in a bigger pot. That's what my gut's telling me. Okay, be right back. Okay, we're back. Yeah, definitely gonna go with this one. So yeah, we are working on that. But I've been using the products. Even Mitch has been using the products. I mean, obviously, you know, it's his company, so he wants to also, you know, test it out. Because we don't actually make the skincare. We work with another company to do that. But I'm very, very impressed. And yeah, I was saying that I had incredibly bad acne. So I've always been very, very picky with my skincare. And I do tend to go for like the more expensive brands and the more quality, because my skin is so sensitive and so finicky, and every single time I try a new skincare product, I always break out, or I just have difficult skin. Okay, I've got difficult skin. Not only because I feel like your skin on your face is different also to your body, but my body is also very difficult. But anyway, I've just got difficult skin, I'll put it that way. And I've been using the products for about, I don't even know now. I've been using them for a while, okay? I've been using them for, well, then again, no, I'm going to have to be more clear because what's a while, and I don't know. I've been using them for about almost 2 weeks now, but like I'm talking, that's the only thing that I use for skincare now. I don't add it with any other products or any other brands or anything like that, because I want to, you know, get it like a true, and I'm very, very impressed. I love the smells. It's all vegan. It's all cruelty free. It's all made with natural products, and I absolutely love them. Absolutely love them. It's cleared up my skin, because if I wash my face twice a day. If I don't, I'm sorry if this is not interesting to you guys, but obviously, you know, for us, it consumes a lot of our time now, because it's, you know, Mitch is not working at his job that he used to have anymore. So we're putting, you know, a lot of effort into it. So sorry if this is a bit boring, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like you take care. I don't really know how to explain the link between skincare and plant care. I just see it as self-care and taking care of your skin and your body on the outside, not on the inside, obviously. I don't know, there's a link there, but I don't really know how to describe that. But anyway, I just feel like they are linked, and they're all natural products. They're all vegan, cruelty-free. So I just feel like there's a link there with, you know, nature, just nature. And obviously, we're constantly busy with plants. Yeah, so I just feel like there's a link there. But anyway, moving on. Yeah, it's cleared up some of like red patches that I used to have on my skin. Like right now, I mean, I am a little bit further away from the camera. Right now, I'm not wearing any makeup. Usually for like repotting or plant chores, I don't put makeup on. And even when I do wear makeup, all I wear is a little bit of mascara. I put a tiny little bit of concealer underneath my eyes, because I always had like puffiness or black rings under my eyes, because, you know, I've got 2 young kids, so that is normal, you know, but that's all I do. And a little bit of blush sometimes, but not all the time. It depends on how I feel and if I feel like putting the effort into it, but that's it. Even that for me is a lot. Like, as soon as I'm done, if I'm doing it for like a specific video, as soon as I'm done filming, that's the first thing I'll do, is I'll take off my makeup, just because I just don't like the feeling. I like natural skin. So for me, my skincare products, you know, I'm very picky with them. I'm very, very picky with them. And I, over the years, have tried so many different things. And the one brand I kept on going back to was Rituals. So I know Rituals is mainly known for like, you know, like bath things or shower gels or, you know, things like that. But I use the Ritual of Namaste, the skincare series, I think that's what it's called, yeah. And I always went back to that one, just because they're like very, very natural. I liked that the way it made my skin feel. And I kept on going back to that one. Out of all of the ones that I've tried, from pharmacies, I just kept on going back to Rituals because one, it was affordable, and two, my skin just felt so much better after using the products. So I was a little bit like when Mitch said, oh, I want to start like I want to work with this company and start like a skincare brand and stuff like that. I was a little bit like, ooh, because I'm so fussy with skincare. And I know it sounds like I'm being very biased, which obviously I am a little bit, but at the same time, when it's your own, I mean, it's Mitch's company, but we see it as ours. When it's something that's your own, you are naturally biased, but you are also naturally a lot more critical and judgy. Like you're going to be more, is that the right word? You're going to be more critical, or you're going to be more picky, I feel like. So because of that, I'm like really blown away by these products and how amazing my skin feels from them. My favorite product, I mean, I'm using quite a lot at the moment. I'm using cream, cleanser, eye cream, serums, oils. I only use oil at night before I go to bed. But my favorite product so far is the all-in-one oil. I use that before I go to bed, and oh my word, it is amazing. It's got this nice like mandarin orangey smell, which I thought I wouldn't like, but it's so nice. It's so nice. And it just makes your skin feel amazing. Anyway, that's become my new obsession. I used to always dread doing like specifically nighttime routine. I just want to go to bed. I just want to get in my bed. And I've been looking forward to doing the nighttime routine. Okay, we've done this one, the villenaorum hybrid, looking stunning. I can't see some of the roots in there, but yeah, I'm happy I went for the one size up. I mean, not the 12 centimeter, but the 14 centimeter one. Okay, next up is all of the plugs. I'm going to do the philodendron first, and then we'll do all of the anthuriums. I do like to keep those bags. Yeah, it does have one of those little, I mean, roots can grow through this, but I do feel like down the line, it does end up stunting the plant a little bit. Whenever I see one of these, I always think of some of you guys say that that growers in America, that they are so much more deadly. I do feel like I'm very lucky where I live. Like the Netherlands is known for their growers, and I think also like plants.com is quite big in the UK, but they're based in the Netherlands. Garden centers in the Netherlands are always quite very, very nice. Very nice. I mean, they're nice in Belgium as well because we use growers from the Netherlands. But, it's still, I mean, that's why prices are so amazing in the Netherlands, because the growers are within the same country. It's just amazing. I noticed that I was watching Svetlana's recent big box tour shopping. I noticed like a lot of the tags and all of that I recognized from at work. They're all growers from the Netherlands. Oh, jeez. This is definitely tissue culture. It's got a lot of leaves. And they all still look very intact. I'm not going to do much more than that, but that's the root system. Looks very, very good. I do think that's a bit too much. My hand hurts. I'm going to do that. Whenever I see one of those plugs, it always makes me think of that. But I do feel very lucky with what's at my disposal. What's at my disposal. That's the right way of saying it. Here, where I am. Okay, put that there. There will be some, there's a lot of leaves here. There probably will be some leaves that will die off, but I don't want to do any pulling or tugging. They can naturally die off if they choose to. So yeah, you will probably hear me talking a lot about Meteor. I mean, I use the products every day. Mitch is working on it every day. We're constantly thinking of ways to promote it, and I do think that like my YouTube channel is going to be a good way to promote it, but also maybe reach out to other influencers. We also, once everything is done on like America's side, we want to do like a giveaway where one of you guys can win a product and you can test it out, you know, for free. Because we don't just want to be like, okay, sell, sell, sell. We really do believe, and Mitch did a lot of research leading up to, you know, making his company. And we don't just want to sell, you know, we want a good product. We want something that we ourselves believe that, okay, this is good. This is, and the fact that Mitch is doing skincare, like he never used to do skincare, you know, that also says a lot. Maybe that's just a man, I don't know, but he's never really been into that. Just checking. Yeah, probably a lot of those leaves will die off. Yeah, and the pots were also wet. So, that is the Jose Bueno. Little cutie. This is my backup for, I mean, I got that for like, what, €6? But yeah, it is my backup for the rescue one that I had, because when I rescued that one, I didn't actually realize how much I wanted one. So we'll see how that one does. I might just keep that one in a prop bin, I don't know. Carefully. I love these little baggies. Actually, also a great way to ship plants. I always just did sphagnum moss. Oh, this has got juicy roots. Juicy roots. Oh, there is some roots here that have died off that I'm just going to take off. Is that dead? Is it? Yeah, thought so. And there's some leaves. I do have to say that the veitchii is a sensitive one for root rot. I'm just using my nail to clip like the bits that look brown. We actually, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it behind me, but the veitchii that I gave Mitch, oh yeah, it's right there. It's giving a new leaf. It's so exciting. It's finally doing something. Okay, I'm going to take that leaf off because it's starting to go yellow. The other ones look good, but this one has a plug and it is so incredibly rooted. I can see though that the plug is still, it's restricting the plant, it is. But how the heck am I going to get this all off? I'm just going to have to pick at it and do bit by bit, because if I don't want to, I'm going to have to be very gentle. I mean, I get why they do it. It's for the seedlings, and it's easier to get them to germinate and all of that. And I think also it's because they get machines to do it. But it's just not. It's already a root. It's not practical, you know? She's dreaming it. Oh. It's doing it, it's trying it. It's really trying its best here to get out of this plug. It's not easy. I am going to have to, unfortunately, break some roots. It's the only way I'm going to get all of this off, because down the line, this will restrict the plant. Luckily, this one is so rooted. Okay, I'm in the middle of the plug. It's just, it's where there's like really thick, juicy roots that I'm struggling. Why? Okay, yeah, unfortunately I did lose a couple of roots, but yeah, there is still on this side, there's still some roots that still have some of the mesh on it, but I've freed the root itself, so I can still, oh wait, it's stuck here. There we go. So yeah, very, very nice root system. Very nice. Okay. This is where I'm a little bit nervous with the veitchii, because the veitchii is a finicky one. Should I do that? I think I'll do that. But then again, I've had root rot issues with the veitchii. So maybe, okay, no, I'm going to put it in this, but I'm not going to fill it all the way up to the top. And I think this is the first time I'm using this mix. I think it is. And maybe the tree fern fiber will work. I think, yeah, this is the first time I'm trying such a heavy tree fern fiber mix. But I think it will work in my favor. I do like it. Oh, my hand. Oh. Okay, it's still stable in there. I don't see any roots, but I'm glad I chose this pot. Because of all of these like slits, one, it's anti-spiral, which I do like for anthuriums because they do just tend to, you know. Also, these slits here, they all have holes in here. So it is like perfect for a lot of draination. But the one thing I have noticed, I've seen this online, is that if you do water this, you do need to like thoroughly drench the plant to get the whole medium, you know, because the water will drip out of it very quickly, and that might mean that you won't necessarily get the whole like pot, like all of the medium. So you do need to, when you do water, you do need to be a little bit more mindful that you do need to, you know, like drench the plant. But that's how I used to water my plants anyway. Pardon me, even in plants, even in pots that were not this, you know? So that is that one. Oh, this one's also rooted very nicely. There is a new leaf there, which is not an ideal moment to be doing this. But again, it's getting to the point here with this plug that it'll get as bad as the veitchii. So I do need to take it out of here. No roots that came with that one. Okay, I'm going to take off the smallest leaf. The other ones are fine. Are you having a wiggle, my girl? It's nice to be here and with some peace, isn't it? Mitch has gone to his mom's and Maya's at daycare, so. Because it's holidays this week. But the daycare's still open for like 2 days this week, so that's nice. Oh, no, I shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have pulled so much. Okay. So it does have a good root system, and my camera's overheating. That's just the only annoying thing about winter, and can you hear him? It's lying up against the couch now. Okay, I think I will do this pot for that one. These as well, these have really nice like high slits inside and a lot of holes at the bottom, but the other one does have a lot more aeration than this one does. And they're also like clear pots. These are more like matte, which, I mean, obviously, you know, you prefer clear ones. You can see a lot better. I'm just trying to be really careful of that new leaf. Some sticks. It's fine. Put sticks again. So what I actually wanted to get around to saying is if you are into skincare, well, even if you're not actually, because like Mitch is the perfect example. He wasn't. He never used to wash his face with the same product that he washes his body with, which I would never be able to do that. I would literally have a rash all over my face if I did that, which is so weird. But I know I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone. I actually, when I was a teenager, when I had really bad acne, I had to take really, really strong medication. Actually, whenever I get a blood test, they can still find that specific drug in my blood. That's how strong it was. I do not recommend, but because I had acne so incredibly bad, it was literally like I had tried everything, and that was my last resort. And unfortunately, I did have to do that. I had to take it, I remember, for like 7 months, and it did work, but oh my word, was I sick. And the fact that you can still find it in my blood now, that was over 10 years ago. Way longer, that was 14, 15 years ago. You can still find it in my blood. That's creepy. That's really creepy. I would never do that now, but obviously in the moment then, when you have really bad acne, you get really deep. You get really, really down in the dumps, especially when you're a teenager and you're in high school. And I was going to high school in England, and I also got bullied to the point where I had to move schools. That's a whole other story. But anyway, yeah, acne is just like the last thing you need on top of your plate of just being a teenager in general. So that is the regale with a cute little new leaf. Let's see if my camera can make it for this last one. And then I'm going to have to let it cool down for a bit. But last up is the regale. But yeah, it's just really, skincare has always been a really important factor in my life. And the fact that I've been using how long was I using rituals for? Oh my word. I'm going to have to ask my best friend, because she's the one who got me into it. And she also, she religiously uses skincare. She loves skincare. But then again, I'm kind of like, well, who doesn't? It's just like a little mini spa for yourself. Just like it's self-care, you know, it's you taking care of yourself. This one's got juicy roots. Oh my word. There's some type of moss thing growing at the top here. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to take the smaller leaves off because they are minute and they're already yellow. I'm going to do that one as well, then I can put it deeper in the pot. But yeah, I just want to say, if you want to go ahead and give it a try, I will obviously also talk about like the giveaway that we'll do and everything like that. Just to get, you know, we want people to start like testing out the products and using them, because once you use them, I feel like the products just speak for themselves. And I just love them. No, I just pulled a little bit away from that moss. Oh my word, what is up with those juicy roots? Look at that. They're so thick. I have seen that with the Delta Force though. Okay, that is tiny though. Should I also put it in a pot like this? Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I think the other one is also in a pot like that. Yeah, it is. Oh wait, no, it's in a size bigger than that, but I do think it had bigger roots. But anyway, I'm gonna put it in here to kind of get it started. But I also wanted to ask you guys, if you guys want to see anything, if you want like more information on it, like if you are interested in skincare, there's a lot of information on the website. You can see it in lots of different languages as well. I think you're doing French, Dutch, German, and English. So you can see that. And all the information is there. Oh dear, those roots are chunky. But I love them. I absolutely love them. I look forward to doing my skincare now, whereas before, I didn't dread it, but I just like put it off. It wasn't, like I liked the way that the ritual products make my skin feel, like a very natural product. You could feel that they were very natural, very like soft. And I do obviously still love it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have used it for so many years. Oh my word, how long am I using it for? Am I using it for like, I think I've been using it for like 10 years or something like that, the ritual. So I was like a dedicated, you know, user. And that's the only thing that I used. Everything else that I tried, I would try it once and I would like go off. Because there was always like something, like either the scent or the feel or the, just like something. Or even if it's like, if it had any, in the description, any of the products that are used to make it were, what was the one toner that I used? It had like slight hints of alcohol, but my skin is so sensitive that I can feel like my skin starts to burn from that, and I can feel it. But yeah, like I said, I've got very sensitive skin. So just like even things like that would put me off. And it's obviously a very close to our heart, you know, company. Otherwise we wouldn't, you know, use our kids' names. We want it to be personal. We want to, you know, we want the product to speak for itself, and we want people to have faith in it. And something just moved. That was creepy. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling on about it. But that is the last one. So I'm going to water them. I'm going to take a short break just to let my camera cool down. And then we're obviously going to do some more chatting. Did I have any others? I'll check, but I have to let my camera cool down. Okay. I think definitely the key to these pots, like these pots here, these here, a tree fern fiber heavy mix, that's for sure, because the tree fern fiber like really seems to help the water kind of spread out evenly and nicely. It's really nice, like really nice. So yeah, I've given them all a really good watering. I'm just going to let them drip here for a little bit. But yeah, the tree fern fiber mix, it's nice. It's very nice. Oh, that's why this one is so soft. It's because it's quite a new leaf. Okay, that's why. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's video. I was already like getting carried away and thinking about, oh, I could do that and I could do that. But again, I think I just need to start like maybe a plant chores video. But I wanted to specifically already do these because, you know, this is a unboxing haul video, and then, you know, repot the plants that I unboxed. Because this way I can really bring you guys along the journey, and it's also nice for me to document the plants and then to see later on how they've grown. Because actually after this video, you guys are going to be seeing the Hoya latifolia albomarginata care guide video. And you guys have been with me. Oh, wait. Oh, my memory card's full. Bugger. There we go. Yeah, you're going to be seeing that video next, and I have truly like brought you along the journey of that entire plant. I unboxed it with you guys, every single repotting I did with you guys. So you guys really got to see how this plant grew into, you know, from a baby plant to this really big, like humongous Hoya. So I like that. It's not just, I feel like a lot of the times YouTube can be, or social media can be, you need to pump out, you know, the content that people want to see. You want to get the views, the likes. But I really wanted it to be like bringing you guys along on the journey of these plants, and not just pump out content that everyone's going to want to see and people are going to click on. You know, like I wanted it to be real and really bring you along the journey of each and every single plant. And I do have a lot of plants, and not all of my plants are everyone's cup of tea, but because I have so many, I can still get into, you know, the category of, you know, there will be one plant that one person likes and the other one doesn't. But it's mainly, you know, how I grow them. And that's also why it's called My Jungle Story, is it really is my story, my jungle story. Yeah. So yeah, I do really like that, and I'm looking forward to, I'm planning on filming that video today as well. But for today, that's going to be it. I really hope that you enjoyed me bringing you along. Let me know if you got anything done. I asked you guys the last time I did like a whole video, you guys like it when I bring you along like the repotting. Oh, now my battery's gonna die. Are you kidding me? Okay, and now I've lost my train of thought. Anyway, yeah, you guys say that you like it when I bring you along the repotting as well, because then it's not just an unboxing, you know, whole video. You guys also get to see what I do with them. I also always like to add where I'm going to end up putting them. Now, I do think Said I wanted to get rid of prop boxes, and I'm thinking about putting them back in there. For now, I'm going to put them back in the prop box, so I'm not going to include where I'm going to put them because I am going to be cleaning out my cabinet and doing some rearranging in this, because most of them will probably just go in my IKEA Millsbo Tall cabinet. I think I might end up putting this one upstairs in the Spider Farmer plant stand, I think. Or maybe I should put it, I don't know. Or maybe I should put it in that cabinet. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to do that now. I'm just going to put them back in the prop box where they were. They were getting warmth from the floor heating, and they were getting good light from the SANSI grow light. So I'm going to do that maybe for another week. It depends on when I can clean out my cabinet, because it just needs to be cleaned really nicely and rearranged. I've got some new shelves as well. Also, again, a video that I will be bringing you guys with, but I do need to have time to do that. So I guess we'll see. Maybe I'll do that like as a nighttime thing. That might be fun. Like a cozy nighttime revamp. Anyway, yeah, they're just going to be going back in the prop box, and I don't have to worry about them then, that is very easy. That is the nice thing about a prop box. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel. Come along with me on my jungle story. If you like this video, give it a hype. That's a new thing apparently, but it does boost my videos, so I do really appreciate that. Click the notification bell if you want to get notified every single time I post a new video, which is twice a week. And if you watch this video all the way to the end, leave a little... They really need to make a Monstera leaf emoji. They really do. Or the red veining on the back of that Fort Sherman is nice. Yeah, leave a red heart in the comments. Lets me know you watched all the way to the end. And if you did, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. It is the best way to support my YouTube channel. And I will see you, or I hope to see you, in my next video. Bye.